I'm trying to maintain a level of consistency because I really do need this following. I need people to hear me and understand me more than ever before in my life. As you can see, I'm getting old. Um, I'm a homeless person. I'm a transient. I'm a hobo. Um, a vagabond. You know, all those Metallica words is me. And uh, hear me out when I tell you that I was never expecting life to be easy. I wasn't expecting anything out of life, and I kind of just take things as they come. So it's tough for me to build a routine, especially when the most major agitator in my life has been law enforcement, because they're not really about enforcing laws or making society better, but really just asserting their authority and letting you know who's really in charge. So I was raised by an abusive person who told me, we call family, we don't call cops, you know? And then after beating my ass for 18 years, instead of it, I never actually put my hands on the guy, but I yelled at him and I kicked his truck, and he called the police on me like immediately. And that I got my first charge against me as an adult, which should have been a filing, but it wasn't, because that's the way things work when the first person to call cops on you is your dad. And like, he was such an angry bitter, like I'm bitter, but I'm snarky bitter. This man was angry bitter, and he wanted to cause harm on anyone who he could overpower, you know uh and I mean genuine harm. Like, he wanted to see people suffer, and he would seethe, and his face would light up once he knew he was in charge. He fucking loved that shit, you know. And it was disgusting. It was gross. And as a kid, even, I knew, like, I wasn't even developed. So that's a thing. Okay, so I want to talk to you people about assumptions that people make because I'm a transient person. People assume I'm lazy, or that I don't want to work. I've done jobs that you would not go near. Okay, I'm dead serious about that. You would I done put in work, kid. You know what I mean? And I done what you couldn't. I'll do it again if I have to. You know what I mean? Uh, because there's nothing. I'm not above anything. I know that I'm better than a lot of people in that. Just out of practice and because I was forced. But I don't think I'm better than people in a way that justifies me putting people down necessarily, until they attack me, until they come at me, bro. Um, so, and then a lot of the interactions that I've had in the past 20 years were online, because I don't like to associate with people too much. I don't like to let people next to me. I don't like most people. And the people that I do like, I find it difficult to communicate with, because because my expectations of what a person is just kind of outrageous, I guess. And it does not involve washing your hair, or combing your beard. These things are not important to me. Never were, never will be. I like to eat food. That's important to me. Um, I'm lucky enough right now to be indoors, thanks to people who are just kind, you know. It'll always be that way. I'll always find a friend, and I'll always be all right, because I got a certain je ne sais quoi, a way of being that just. I am an attractive person. People like to be around me, and a lot of people hate me because I don't fucking want them around me. And then my demeanor, like, I make my personality is my persona makes me unapproachable, and it's I prefer it that way, because things get convoluted. People like to go around and talk, and they made movies and games about why you shouldn't talk about people behind their backs and spread lies. Um, but the rumor mill will continue to mill, and that I have no stake. I don't care really, but I just talk to me directly and try to get me in a space where there's not like an audience for me to perform for. If you want a genuine conversation, it's and I know that's not easy, considering I charge $50 for an interview now, but try it. Try talking to people like they're human beings, and let them know what your intentions are. If you even know what do you even have intentions? Do you even have a dream? I'm beginning to think that most of these factory workers don't even have dreams, and it's like you feel bad as a working class hero. You feel bad that like maybe this person sacrificed a dream to be here and help the community. Nah, man, they never had a dream. They don't have a they don't have a purpose of being. They don't want one, probably, because it is hard to exist as a person with a purpose, because the purpose is a fully self-convinced delusional thing, and now you're combating reality and trying to force your will on the world while being understood, and I understand that struggle. That ain't easy. And if I had titties, you'd see them all the time, because that helps. That always helps build a following. I mean, I do, but they're not the illegal kind of titties, So nobody wants to see them, and everyone's already seen the rest of me, so that there's no value there. So yeah, I'm just making this video to try to remain at least a little consistent with these daily uploads, so that maybe the algorithm can favor me, because I know that humans don't after more than 3 minutes. That's a joke. That's a self-deprecation thing. Because genuinely, I love you. It's just I have anxiety. I have social anxiety, and because I've been screwed over by society so many times that now I just avoid it. I don't want anything to do with it. You people are inconsistent, lying ass, self-serving. No offense to you personally, because I know if I offend you personally, you're gonna write me off entirely and block me on stuff, because that's, I guess, what my mental. Oh, I can't handle it. I don't know. And then we cheerlead for these people. Like, yeah, sis, you blocked that man. Like, I don't know. How about you be a human being and an adult? Learn how to communicate. Learn how to stand your ground. Learn how to step up and tell that person, hey, leave me the fuck alone. That's a lot of what my instigating was about. Is I wanted to push people to find that power within themselves to tell someone to fuck off, because you need that. You gotta be able to tell someone to fuck off. You gotta be able to work the magic word no. You gotta be able to tell people no. Thank you. I don't want that. Guys, it's a 3 liter of cola. It's a 3 liter of cola, and it's like one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. I love it. I can't get enough Coca-Cola. I wish they sold it by the bucket. I was looking. Me and my buddy, we were looking into the dispensers, but the dispenser itself is very expensive. It's not the pouches that are expensive, but to own the thing, very expensive. So, thanks for tuning in. If you got this far in the video, really appreciate that. Considering most humans only have like a 7-second attention span, and I didn't really do anything magical to make this too enjoyable, too much fun, or even know what to expect. So thanks for tuning in. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, life is beautiful. I love you. Bye.